everybody, and welcome to the January 23rd, 2024 Board of County Commissions meeting on public comment. So if we could have a roll call at this time, please.
Commissioner Barnett,
Here.
Commissioner Baxter,
Here.
Commissioner Bernard,
Here.
Vice Mayor Marino,
Here.
Mayor Sachs,
Here.
Commissioner Weiss, Commissioner Woodward.
Here.
Thank you.
Okay, very good. All right, we have a number of cards, so we're going to proceed with those at this time. When you hear your name called, if you could come forward to the podium to my left, and when your second name is called, the podium to the right. Identify yourself for the record, and the Vice Mayor will operate the 3-minute warning. Yes, no, she does pretty good. She does pretty good. And we'll start at this time. Go right ahead with the Commissioner Woodward will call the cards.
Thank you, Mayor. We have 4 cards today, and we'll start with Mary Kelly and Aaron Atkiss, please.
Proceed.
Go right ahead.
Commissioners, my name is Mary Kelly. I have lived in Palm Beach County since 1965. 5 years in the Florida Keys, 30 years at 510 North Ocean Breeze, Lake Worth, Florida. In 2005, we bought a vacation house in the Georgia mountains, and we split our time between the 2 houses. Sometimes we were away for certain elections, at which time we asked for an absentee ballot, the original absentee ballot at that time. We requested that the ballot come to our P.O. box in Georgia. All was well, with a few exceptions, until the 2020 election. This was a very important presidential election to my husband and I, and we were not going to be in Palm Beach County, so I made an extra effort to secure that my absentee ballot would arrive at my P.O. box. October came, and my friend, who had a house in Georgia and lives in Palm Beach County, had also requested an absentee ballot for the 2020 election. She asked me if I had voted yet. I told her I hadn't gotten our ballots yet. She informed me that she had mailed hers weeks prior. Voting time was fast approaching, and I was in panic mode concerning my vote, my ballot. I called the SOE office to inquire about my ballot and was told that my ballot and my husband's ballot, by the way, had been mailed out approximately 3 weeks prior. More panic. I informed the employee at the SOE office that I had not received a ballot, and I hadn't received it back and forth on the phone. I hadn't. They told me I had, and I said, I finally asked, where did you mail the ballot to? I was informed that it was mailed to 510 North Ocean Breeze. I told the employee that I requested an absentee ballot to be sent to my Georgia house, as I wasn't going to be in Palm Beach County. Why would I request an absentee ballot if I didn't need it to be mailed to a different address other than my legal residence? More panic. I asked, why did you mail my ballot to my Lake Worth address?
Hi. Those 3 minutes go fast. Did
I
you want
know.
to finish the last 2 sentences, maybe?
Yes.
Uh-huh.
The bottom line is, I asked for that ballot to be produced to me. They said it was mailed, it was back in the SOE office, and I never got to see that ballot, so I have no idea where that ballot went. I was able to vote, but they had to send the special mail, UPS. It was very stressful, but
I'm glad
that's
I'm glad
my
you
story.
shared that
Thank
with
you.
us. Thank you very
Thank
much. Thank you. Who is the second?
We have Aaron Atkins, followed by Alexandria Larson.
Hello.
Go right ahead. You're about to have the 3 minutes. You're recognized.
Thank you. My name is Erin Actis. I live in Jupiter, Palm Beach County. I responded to Mrs. Kelly in an email out of her panic and concern for her absentee mail-in ballot. As most of you are aware, I took part in the 2022 election integrity project that we conducted at the Supervisor Elections Tabulation Center, in which some of you were either candidates or part of the canvassing board. My response to Mary was, "Thank you for being a patriot who never gives up and never surrenders. You are a perfect example. You did everything you thought you should do to make sure you could participate in what was to you the most important democratic process, voting. As an eligible voter and American, you physically took all the extra steps and then relied upon professionally trained humans to input that information into computer systems, which created your humans ended up failing you in our country tremendously. One mistake was okay, but an election after election, I was there when you explained the situation to the supervisor the day that you were wagged the finger. Where is my first ballot that I never received in Georgia, which was delivered to my house in Florida, and that you wanted it retrieved? The response was very disheartening, to say the least. There was not even a smidgen of concern or remorse or desire to correct the situation to locate your missing outbound unvoted ballot packet, which was reported as delivered. The millions of Go Green dumped into mindless printing and tabulating and duplicating machines, hardware and software, the malfunctioning, glitching, power surges, and losses may not be a mistake at all. The sloppiness and incompetence cost the taxpayers in dollars and common sense. But yet, they all claim that there is nothing to see here. By using Florida Statute 101.572, the public was able to inspect ballots and ballot materials for days. It is apparent that this usage of vote by mail and statutes are not written or followed in the same manner as absentee or overseas military and non-military ballots. In fact, most election officials are parroting the same words and sending the same confusing mixed messages, also known as, I call, Top Chef's word salad. Imagine hearing in a speech in 2022 from two large county supervisors that even the slightest notion of no machines, of a one day or a single election day of voting, and no early voting, or no excuses or non-frivolous vote by mail is old-fashioned, and to quote, long gone are the days the mail can be trusted or relied upon. In one breath to say this, and then in the other, promoting and advertising the most expensive and insecure method to vote to date. Next, you'll be telling us to text to vote. Using these SBISs, secure ballot.
Thank you so much.
Take
Would you like to
boxes
finish your
or-
last sentence?
Well, if you'd like to participate in this year's inspection, we have a few emails, and it's Palm Beach PBC Election Integrity Project 2024 at protonmail.com, and also we have a Florida, if you put Florida FL or America in front of it, and we'll be reaching out to the country. Hopefully
Thank
they'll
you.
use this statute.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Thank you. And the next person?
We have Alex. It is, followed by Joe Gilbert.
Hi, I'm Alex Larson, and God help me, I don't want to come down here anymore.
Okay.
But I got texted a lot this morning because people who were watching the meeting said, Al, there's something going on. So I just want you to know how you're reflecting on the public. And as far as the 3 minutes for speaking, please don't penalize me on this. I think you ought to follow the same resolution for yourselves. Maybe if you had to be timed like we were, you'd understand why it's really hard to speak in 3 minutes. But anyway, the reason I'm here, I wanted to talk to you about getting doctors and everybody on board with, get out of my doctor's office with the DEA and the opioid epidemic. I think we've lost the battle because I did call the medical examiner and I went and looked and researched it. Same amount of kids are dying every year in Palm Beach County. The numbers they went up a little bit during COVID. They went up to 600 instead of 500. But we haven't saved anybody, and it was said in the newspaper that the P-tests were $1 billion business here in this county, just here, our county. I didn't study the United States, but I'm sure it's lucrative everywhere. So maybe we should go back a little bit and get, our privacy back, because I'd like my privacy back. And I'm just speaking for myself. I'm not talking for anybody else. I haven't gone out and polled the people, but when I'm in the doctor's office to see people yelling and screaming, I have an idea they feel the same way. So maybe you'll take that into consideration. Commissioners, you were not the board members when that all started. I'm not blaming you, but it did start in this county, and it did start with a couple of people. And our privacy is very valuable. And our mail service is halfway decent, it is, but we got to mail it to the right place. So hopefully we can get our votes right, we can get our people right, and maybe people will start trusting all of you right. Because that's what we need is trust. We don't have it anymore. Every meeting, they put down anybody who has a meeting. I don't even participate because I don't want to be a part of the fray of putting anyone down. I never have. I think the commissioners prior will tell you that. I've always tried to be decent to everybody, and I hope that it gets better for all of us, because it really sucks right now all over the United States. The mistrust and the crap that's going on, it's everywhere, and it's nobody's fault. I can't point a finger, but maybe if we get rid of maybe computers, cell phones, start talking to people again, maybe we'll have a decent country again, because everybody is so focused. This is all they see. It's this, they got blinders on, and I'm blind in one eye and deaf in one ear, but damn do I see everything, and do I hear everything. I think some of the commissioners could even tell you that. They'll say, yeah, she did, she saw it. So please, take that into consideration, and don't take away our public participation. I see that happening too, with the LDRAB and the LRAC and the new things and, public participation. You really do want the public to participate. I wish there were 35 people here for you today instead of 5.
Thank you so much. All right, Commissioner Woodward, go right ahead.
Joe Gilberti and Jane Justice, last card.
Very good.
Hi, good afternoon, Commission. My name is Joe Gilberti. I'm a professional engineer and developer from Florida. I emailed you all a document yesterday for an offer for free water bills for residents in Palm Beach County with a bond takedown with our reservation. I want to give this to the clerk so he has it on the record.
Thank you, sir. You can leave it there, we'll pick it up.
We own a ranch in Sarasota County. For the last 10 years, I've been under attack by the DOJ with House Resolution 5736, the Smith-Mundt mod, issued on May 10, 2012. This resource was verified by AMPS Aquifer Maintenance, who maintains all your aquifers in Palm Beach County for decades. We have readings showing the highest calcium magnesium we've ever seen on the planet. The consultants you all have in your continuing service contracts said they've never seen water even close on the planet. They've drilled 3/4 of the world. So I have a 300-mile transmission that I ran down the alley in permit. The permit documents are in that packet that you all got last night around 10 o'clock. I sent an email to all of you, so you have it in color. I don't know if you got it or not. So tap water treatment's based on cancer rates. If I had Fiji water filtered to the tap, a lot less cancer would be around, a lot less kids would have cancer. When you take a shower, you soak in a liter of water. It's in your eyes and ears, so it's an economic driver. The biggest thing is these things are everywhere. They're in the Middle East. They're under the desert. They can only drill 6 miles deep, so the water's coming from the core of the earth. It infiltrates into the rocks. There's more spring water than there is the ocean, and they knew in the EPA for 50 years. So I keep getting subdued by the government. I emailed Governor Scott, jogging in a fundraiser 12 days after Jim verified it, and the Boston bomb blew when I was surrounded by Secret Service in Tampa hidden for 200 days while they're trying to steal our ranch. That was round 1 of the Smith-Mundt Act. Then I presented in Broward County. Suddenly the Pulse Bar happened. A month after that, someone shot up a building with an AR-15 and put it on my cousin. Judge Fine had it and he got PTI. No one in the media talked about it before the Parkland shooting. Before the Parkland shooting, I turned in the DEP application to the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas building in Tallahassee. Coincidentally, 17 days later, exactly 17 got shot and killed, and exactly 17 got wounded. I went to Broward School Board, offered them $1 million each to show me your wounds and open up this water. Government kidnapped me again for 6 months. So I'm asking the commission for this offer because it's a bond takedown. The bonds are about $30 billion from Tampa to Miami for power and water. If I give you a reservation, I can knock your bond down to basically pennies on the dollar and give you a reservation. You got 5 days to call Ron DeSantis. You don't have to get to him. Just make a phone call and show me the phone log, and I'll give you a reservation for 150 million gallons a day. It should have been here by now. So the West Coast is getting it. I offered it to Naples. They failed. I'm looking for a leader. Pick up the phone and call them. I'm also asking you to call Trump because I delivered Trump this stuff May 2020 at Mar-a-Lago. I serviced him Gilberti versus CDC because the mask is on the $20 bill. So I'm asking for leadership, and I've done plenty of projects in this county. I did your Palm Beach County Convention Center, Clematis Street D12 Pump Station. I did the Opera Center. I did your Palm Beach County Church. I used to have continuing service contracts with Dames and Moore. I was the record engineer.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir.
Hello.
Hello, you're recognized.
I begin
Mm-hmm.
my 3 minutes.
I'd like for you to speak in the microphone so we can hear you.
Oh, I
Thank
think you
you.
can hear me.
Yeah, there you go.
Nice to see you. Happy New
Good to
Year,
see you
everybody.
again.
Listen, before I begin my 3 minutes, would you accept a copy of the
You would
resolution?
hand it, yes, absolutely,
Yeah,
hand it to
and
the
I have
clerk.
one with my card on it. I hope you will give me a call
Okay.
as the
We're
mayor.
going to pick it up right now.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
That's okay.
Okay, yeah, I got my glasses on. Okay. Yeah, the reason why I'm here is because I've a few times, I think you remember me, I've been trying to get, I've sent 3 emails out with links on it, with extensive, comprehensive information on the COVID debacle. And we suffered greatly here in the county. And I would like to meet with somebody. I'm giving you a copy of the resolution today and my phone number on there. I can bring you some medical professionals with me if you would meet with us and pass this resolution. It's nothing more than a pronouncement of the laws that we already hold dear. We shouldn't have the World Health Organization telling us that we have to have a vaccine, and we shouldn't have anybody here playing into that. We have constitutional rights. And I think that's, we ought to address this situation. I've been coming and, sending you information. Somebody ought to take the bull by the horns and let's have a meeting about it. Let's do that. There's been 3 or 4 other counties that have passed the resolution, and they've even went a bit further, and all behind it. So it's a really good thing to make sure that we understand that we don't want any more egregious assault on our freedoms. Those vaccines are deadly. Everybody knows it. We still, on every corner, they're pushing the vaccines. So how about a little help, from the commissioners? Amen? Now, I'm going to switch over right now to the election situation. That's another thing. Everybody in Tallahassee knows that the machines are faulty, and there's the system is so there's so many parts to it, that there's so many ways to cheat. There's so much wrong with it. The 2 weeks of voting is really expensive, and it's ridiculous. And in the end, we don't trust our vote anymore. And so we've been asking the governor to do something about it, but the point is this, about the money that you allocated to the SOE. You gave her an extra $10 million. This is what she sends out. This is what she sends out, and it's so confusing. I mean, when are we going to add a 3rd language on here, okay? It's so confusing, and it's so huge, it cost a fortune. So I got 2 of these at my house, one for my mother and one for me. And then I had a brand new voter ID card, and I got another one of these cards, okay? My mother and me, we had just gotten cards, okay? Listen, everything's about Wendy Link, and she's going to run for office. Listen. The money that's being spent on this system, the electronic voting system, is absolutely ridiculous, okay? And everybody knows it, but we're waiting for somebody, our representatives, to stand up and say, hey, come on, let's do something about it. Let's stop playing Bidenomics around here. We're throwing up our money up in the air, and we see more and more signs of economic decay everywhere. So thank you very much. I'd love to meet with you seriously about this resolution. We need to get on the ball.
Well, thank you
Amen?
so much, ma'am. I appreciate it. Do we have any other cards, Commissioner? Okay, that concludes it. And I think that we've had a long day. We've had a successful day. And we are adjourned. God bless. Everybody stay safe.